What's going on, everyone? Jake's Rico here, coming at you with a Blu-ray update. I just want to share with you some pickups I picked up the past couple weeks. Also, I have a contest update of my 250 sub contest, so be sure to stick around for that following this video. So yeah, I'll just get started. So first pickup, obviously today, Man of Steel came out, so I had to pick up the Target exclusive digibook with the lenticular cover. So back, I have not seen this movie yet, heard mixed reviews, but I am looking forward to checking this one out. So Man of Steel. Best Buy had a lot of $5 titles going on right now. I know Upgrade and Save is about to, not Upgrade and Save, Black Friday is about to approach pretty soon. But I had to pick these titles up, they're just tremendous prices. These were $5.99 titles that dropped to $4.99 titles, $4.99 prices. So first up, a childhood favorite of mine is the incredible Mr. Limpet. This one stars Don Knotts. There's not too much to say about this one. This is just a childhood classic. I think I've seen this on Turner Classic Movies a while back. Kind of refreshed my memories about this movie, but I highly enjoyed this movie. Highly recommend it as well. So, The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Next up, I have not seen this movie in a long time, and I barely remember what goes on in this movie. But it has a phenomenal cast, and it's Mel Gibson and We Were Soldiers. Here it is. Next up for the $5 titles, held off on this title for a long time, but to me it's one of the classics, starring Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, and it's The Bodyguard. Next up, I've been in a Clint Eastwood kick lately. Last night I watched High Plains Drifter. Enjoy this from beginning to end. I highly recommend this movie. Just a classic Western film. I think this is directed again by Clint Eastwood. So definitely check this one out if you haven't. And the $5 title I picked up at Best Buy is Pale Rider. This is a blind buy for me, but I heard some great reviews about this movie. But Pale Rider. Next up for $4.99 is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Just a classic childhood film of mine. Enjoy this movie, and I've actually seen this a couple weeks ago, and it still holds up. I'm surprised. But Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And then last but not least for the $4.99 titles is Fracture, starring Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. This is also a blind buy for me. I have not seen this one, but I've heard great things about it. Just a phenomenal performance by both Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. So yeah, Fracture. Last but not least from the Best Buy pickups that I recently had, I think it was yesterday, is 48 Hours, starring Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. This was actually a $7.99 title, but I've been holding off on this title for a long time and thought I'd rather pull the trigger as soon as I could. So 48 Hours. So DVD Planet, if you weren't aware, they had a couple, I wouldn't say, they had a couple short sales. I wouldn't say they're price mistakes, but they had two things. They had this one for 50 bucks I'm about to show you, or about 46 or 45 bucks, but with tax and everything it'll be 50 bucks. And the last one was the Twilight Zone, which was on sale for, I think it was around $67, and the regular price for it is about $150. But this one, I've ordered both. Twilight Zone is actually on back order for me, but this one actually came in, and it's the Dick Van Dyke Show. This is the complete series. I got this for about 47 bucks, 50 total with tax. It includes all 5 seasons on Blu-ray. Just one of those sitcoms back in the day. I used to watch this when I was a kid on those reruns on TV Land. I've been a fan of sitcom for a long time, especially the old classics, Leave It to Beaver The Andy Griffith Show, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Dick Van Dyke Show, Father Knows Best. I like all of those shows, hands down. But yeah, the Dick Van Dyke Show, surprised that I found it at this price, and very glad to have this one in my Blu-ray collection. So, Dick Van Dyke Show. I also stars Mary Tyler Moore. This is Dick Van Dyke's wife in the show. And she also had her own show, the Mary Tyler Moore Show. So, alright, these next pickups are my Costco pickups. And I was kind of surprised to see these two digibooks. I didn't pick them up last time when they had these out there. And then there's a span where I could not find them for a long time. But these were both $12.99, and it's King Kong. This is the digibook. Very nice artwork. The original 1930, I think this is 1933, I believe, King Kong. I actually grew up with the one that I think that was made in the 70s or 80s. But this one I remember watching when I was a kid as well, and I gladly enjoy this one. So King Kong, just a classic. The next up, to continue on with my Clint Eastwood, I picked up The Outlaw Josie Wells. I have not seen this movie yet. I was going to pop it in today, but I had other activities to attend to. So yeah, The Outlaw Josie Wells. I also want to pick up this other Clint Eastwood film. It's called Hang 'Em High, I think that's what it's called. That's a $5 title over at Target. Let me know if any of you have seen that movie. I would gladly appreciate the comments and just what you guys think of the movie. So next up, I thought this was a phenomenal price. For $14.99, it's Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List. I see this a lot for $20, $25. But for $14.99, I could not pass it up. Just a great movie. I remember watching this a long time ago when I was on TV with my family. They actually had to split this up in I think two or three parts, but each part had like one intermission for I think it was 5-minute intermission on television. I think it was on Channel 3 NBC. But Schindler's List brings back a lot of memories, but also a depressing film. But I was actually too young to actually, just kind of understand what was going on in this movie. But I just remember watching this with my family. Last but not least, for $14.99 is the E.T. Digibook. Finally glad to have this one in my collection. I've been holding off on it for a little while just because I wanted the price to drop. It was always about $25 to $30, and then it dropped down to $19.99. But recently, or maybe a few weeks ago, I saw on Blu-Ray forums that they had these over at Costco for about $14.99. Also Jaws as well. So if you haven't checked out the Blu-ray forums, E.T., Jaws, I think they have a number of digibooks and box sets as well. Casablanca, I think Willy Wonka, Sound of Music. They're all about $20 over at Costco. So check out your local Costco. They have a bunch of sales going on right now. Alright, so these next two titles are from the Disney Movie Club. I actually did not want these movies originally. It was kind of like a surprise package. I missed out on the emails they sent me about this to respond to it. But it's Return to Neverland. I actually have not seen the second movie or the sequel to Peter Pan, but Return to Neverland, and also the Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and Milo's Return. I have not seen this one as well, but I know this character was voiced by Michael J. Fox. So yeah, Atlantis. These two, actually this one itself completed my commitment, so I did cancel my Disney Movie Club program or membership, and I'm about to re-sign up again to commit myself for about three or four more titles. I think there's a code lurking out there. But yeah, next up, this was actually from Fry's. I price matched it from Best Buy's online store, and it's Alfred Hitchcock's collection. Classic collection. It includes 3 movies: Notorious, Rebecca, and Spellbound. 2 films, starring Ingrid Bergman, one starring Cary Grant and the other Gregory Peck. Again, I have not seen these movies at all. Just a blind buy for me, but I've heard great things about these movies, and you can't go wrong with Alfred Hitchcock. $20 for 3 movies that are originally priced around $15 a piece. So yeah, Alfred Hitchcock. So this next title are actually 3 seasons from a TV show that I had to complete. I was very fortunate to find these on eBay. These last 3 seasons, and it's kind of rare because when you go online and you're trying to complete a season, you generally look for individual ones, but these last 3 ones were actually what I needed to complete. And they're seasons 9, 10, and 11 of Cheers. Here it is. I don't know if these actually originally came with slips, but if they did, let me know. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Cheers. This completes my Cheers collection. Very glad to have these in my possession. I'm actually hoping these release on Blu someday. I know Family Ties just dropped on their complete series. I think it's going for over $150. I'm contemplating whether I want to get it or not because that's one of my all-time favorite TV shows. But yeah, we'll see. And these last 2 are not movie related, but I kind of wanted to share it. As you guys all know, that Friday, November 15th is when the PS4 drops. I'm very glad to have these titles in my possession. One in particular, I'm just a big basketball fan. As you know, I'm a Warriors fan, also rep the Kings. But NBA 2K14, just glad to finally have this in my possession. GameStop is actually selling these right now. I got this for about $30. I had to trade in my other copy, my current gen copy, but once PS4 drops, I'm about to be up all night playing this. So it's just so realistic. If you guys are planning to pick up the PS4, please pick this one up. Message me, PM me your PSN, and we'll get a game going on online. And hopefully we can start like a tournament or something. That'd be pretty cool. And last but not least is Call of Duty Ghost. Not too sure how the transfer is. I heard, even though this is a 1080p transfer, and I heard the output for the Xbox One version is 720p. I hear the graphical difference is not, enough to where you can really tell the difference, but that's in my opinion. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that can tell the difference between the graphics upon each system. But Call of Duty Ghost, glad to have this one in my possession as well. These are the only 2 titles I really want. Assassin's Creed 4 I was contemplating on. I know Target's having a buy 2 get 1 free, but Assassin's Creed 4, I heard like the graphical improvements for those over the current gen aren't that much of a difference. It was kind of disappointing. I played a demo of FIFA. I wasn't very impressed on those graphics as well. But yeah, these are my pickups for the past 2 weeks. And oh yeah, contest update. So my contest was originally supposed to end today, tonight around 12 a.m. I have to prolong this one. I actually forgot about this one, and sorry for the people that entered my contest last minute. I've just been really busy, and I just, if you prolong a contest about a month, you kind of forget about it and over time. So this will actually end, I want to say, you know what, I'm going to end it December 1st. So that gives a lot of you guys enough time to enter my contest. If you haven't checked out my contest video, I'll put the link down in the description box below. Please enter. It's just an appreciation for all of you guys that are subscribed to me. And thank you for the 250 subs. I think I'm almost close to 300 now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe. JX Rico signing out.